Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. D Oracle, and I'm coming on today for a small psychic story time. Keeping everything ethical. I'm going to change a few of the details in the story, but I'm going to be conveying why it is not always smart to get a reading about the future. I will also be telling you why I don't always give people certain specific details, and I'll reveal those details that would be kept from you in a reading about the future. So, again, my name is Dr. D Oracle. If you've never been to this channel, make sure that you click on that subscribe and like button if you enjoy the content. So I usually just go right into a conversation, and I'm going to be telling you today why it is you don't always want to seek information about the future. My cousin, who is Team Pisces, she's really smart, and she told me one day, damn, this light's in my third eye, but I'm going to keep going with it. But she told me one day, after I started reading people professionally for a living, she said, cuz, I don't want to know the future. Don't tell me nothing. I just want to live my life, and I just want to find out what it's going to be like. So I respected that. But people come over here to my humble abode for readings, and they want to know the future, which is scary as hell for me, because what am I going to see? So, in order to tap into my clairvoyance, I get a cup of water, or maybe I even get some coffee sometimes, but I get that so I can sit there and I don't know, it just relaxes me, right? I got something to do while I'm trying to tune into this person's energy, and it doesn't look like I'm, being real obvious, just trying to focus so hard. And so, I just let the visions come, because once they start coming, they'll keep coming. So I'm sipping, and that's how I connect with people. I probably got some incense lit or whatever, I ask them how their day went, sometimes people, they really want to counsel and get really, really intuitive. But I tell them, no, don't tell me nothing, because it's just more impressive. But I understand sometimes people want to vent, they want to talk. Okay. So, I get a cup of water, but this one day, I have this lady come to me. She's Indian, not American, Native American Indian, but Indian from the continent of India. So, I had never read an Indian person at that point. And I was like, okay, let me tune into her energy. And she wanted to know if she was going to be married anytime soon. Then she wanted to know who exactly her future husband was, when she would be meeting him, if she would have children. So, yeah, she really, put me on the spot. And I kind of sort of like that, though, because I kind of like when people challenge me like that a little bit. But with the future, you have to wait for those things to manifest. So, I give her a psychic reading. I'm sitting there, I'm sipping my water, and I'm waiting for, my spirit guides to come in. I've said my prayer, and I'm like, okay, come on, spirit guides, I need a vision. Sometimes I get names, but if it be a person like of another race or something, I might only be able to get those first three letters because, it's hard to pronounce those names. I've got to practice that so I can get better at that. But anyways, moving forward, I start seeing a city. I'm able to identify the city, the name of the city, and I start describing a hotel, and I start describing this guy, and I tell her I feel like he works at a hotel. So cliche. I'm like thinking to myself, Spirit, this better be on point because this is sound cliche as hell. But at the end of the day, I said, okay, so, I tell people what I see. I've seen this and this. It's like, okay, well, this is the guy that I am currently not in communication with. So, as a forerunner, it was like, okay, I know my spirit guides are on point here because they're giving me some information. She's definitely giving me confirmation. She said his parents, owned a hotel. So, he definitely ran a hotel. And it was right there in that city where I said it was. So I said, okay, don't say nothing else. Let me keep going. You want to know the future? And so I began to see a house. Let's just say the house was yellow and white. And it was really unkept. And when I say unkept, it was like the grass had overgrown a little bit. And it was a lot of weeds around. And it was like the garage door was a little bit broken. I felt like it was hanging out. I was seeing it kind of leaning, it felt like, or like, I don't know. It just had a broke feeling and a broke look to it in my vision. And then I seen a lady coming out from the side of the house. She was walking really slow. And then all of a sudden I seen the inside of the house. It was so-so. It wasn't really kept up to par. It was kind of sort of in alignment with how I said the yard was. And I started seeing a guy. I felt like he had diabetes, or he had got like his leg cut off because he had diabetes. That's all I kept feeling was diabetes. And so I was like, what? I'm describing this to her. She doesn't know this house. So I'm like, okay, well, this probably has something to do with your future husband. You know what I mean? But I said, he feels to me like a traveler at that point. Because I'm feeling like, where is he at? Spirit, you showing me this house and everything. Where's the man? So I did see him eventually. He has a suitcase. So yeah, he's a traveler. And I started feeling like he travels for business, And I started hearing it. But I started looking at him, and he had a kind of big stomach, and he had a mushroom. He was ugly as hell, y'all. So I was like, how am I going to describe this to her without saying that he ugly as hell? Because he was ugly as hell. He was short. I said, well, I won't mention that part. But I told her he looks Indian. I said, he looks Indian. And he did look Indian. I said, he's got 2 parents. One of them has diabetes. They've got something going on with their leg. They're handicapped. They're disabled in some way. And the mom walks slow. I said, he travels a lot and yards unkept. She said, well, where am I going to meet him at? I love it. Press me for information. But anyhow, I started seeing another vision. This time I'm seeing a vision. She goes to a particular area out in nature and takes like a walk. walk every day. So I tell her, I say, I keep seeing you, in this particular place taking a walk every day. She said, yeah, I do that every day. I said, well, this is where you're going to meet your future husband. I see him walking up. That's where you guys meet. Well, definitely going to be interesting when she gives me a call back. And this has manifested. Now, I did see, I like to say it possible, but I saw a pregnancy. So I think this is going to work out. But it's just going to be weird. I definitely feel like that, knowing the future part. And when she see him, she going to be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know. This is the thing, y'all. You only want to know the future when it's, say, for a court case. Maybe if you think somebody's going to ask you to marry them. Maybe that'd be good. I don't want to tell anybody if they're going to die or if they're going to have a terminal illness or a fatal accident. So, down in the comment section, if you want to know those things, if you would like to know about death, if you would like to know about fatal accidents. Now, today I was walking in the park and this lady grabbed me and she pulled me over and she said she used to wear these little diamond things like on her, forehead, just like me or whatever. And she was like, I'm 43. How old are you? I think she said she was 44. But she thought I was way younger than her. No, boo. I'm 44 too. Now, we can ask, how are we going to look in the future? Am I going to age well? That's really a no-brainer if you're doing everything you need to do at a particular time. But I think you would want to know that, because that was such an awkward moment today, because we were both looking at each other like, and it was like, it was just a spiritual thing. Like, we felt like, damn, sis, I wish I would have took better care of myself, So that's something you can ask about in the future. But you don't want to know, or you don't need to know everything. So if you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know in the comment section. But I have had people who came to me about their relationship before who got mad at me because I told them that they wasn't going to be with their man. Y'all, you know your man better than I do. So I just give you confirmation, the details that you need for confirmation, information that some people don't want to accept or don't want to see. That's basically my role, what I do. But to make a long story short, the Indian lady, he needs her to take care of his parents. We just gonna keep that 100. And that's gonna be the number one thing that is probably going to be something that she's not going to feel great about. That, with the ugliness, is just not going to, it's not going to cut it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.